It goes without saying that in the current meta, Brave Dimitri must be stopped. His refine on Moon Gravitas is simply too good. IS looked over one of the biggest blunders they made in Gen 4 and decided that it would be opposite day in the refinery, leading to many free-to-play players getting their hands on arguably the most potent Omni tank in the game right now. This means that until Faye sells a solution for this type of DR, us free-to-play gamers need to find a way to get around the Boar Prince. Our goal today is to find a free-to-play option that can successfully defeat Dimitri. And I've got pretty low expectation for our green heroes, so today I will be stacking up green mages in The Sims, facing completely uninvested, regular old Dimitri with his base kit. Most mages operate best with a double life and death and some sort of buff in the B slot, like Times Pulse Special Spiral for AoEs, or Wind Sweep for safe doubles, in this matchup at least. Now our first tier is going to be the By My Father's Lance tier. These are guys that just get totally hurt. And I didn't do too many Sims with Merrick, but he gets destroyed almost every single time. Base kit, owned. Double life and death, owned. It does not matter. Orochi's a similar story. I couldn't make any of these guys work, actually. You could maybe chip with Wind Sweep, but it really isn't too effective, with Life and Death Merrick doing 12 damage, which is not worth a slot on your team. Our next tier is the reliable chippers, and the only person I found that fills this role is Limstella. She's an interesting one in that I couldn't find any builds that outright kill the prince, and she normally gets owned unless her weapon activates. If her weapon is active, she can survive an encounter and chip away at him rather effectively. So, if you want a super budget option to chip away at him, that's your girl, or Morph, or whatever she is. Our next tier is a tier of units that win if their AoE special is pre-charged, either by Duocrom, Valoria support, or the funny little secret maneuver option in Summoner Duels. If not pre-charged, Bowie can only throw at most 25 damage at Dimitri and gets buffed, which would normally put him in the By My Father's Lance tier. However, if you give him support to pre-charge Blazing Wind, he'll do the job just fine. He goes a little higher than the rest in this tier because more players have built him. He used to be a reliable Fatal Guard counter when those were hard to come by. Cecilia is a similar story. Giving her the exact same build will result in her doing 31 damage before perishing, but with a pre-charged special, she puts him away as well. Spring Leo also fills this role, but come on, it's Spring Leo. Who's gonna build him in 2022? Now, Nino is a case similar to the others in this tier, but someone I was talking to claims that their fully built Nino can actually defeat Dimitri. The Sims said otherwise, and if anyone has the sim or build of a Nino being able to kill a Dimitri without the AoE pre-charge, I'd love to see it. Please leave it in the comments below, because I could not find a build that worked without insane support like Bridal Catria and like Bridal Catria. So for our next tier, we're going to be talking about units that win the matchup consistently. And the only unit I found that wins is Grell Robin. Now, Grell Robin is a super interesting case because at max merge, she still loses. If you give her guard, she gets so close, but still loses. However, can't give up yet. It turns out Robin actually can tip the scales on the Fargus Royal, and all it takes is your credit card number. That's right. If you happen to have an extra blue feud laying around and choose to give it to Grail Robin of all units, she can secure the kill on Brave Dimitri pretty consistently. Robin fans, stay eating. Wildly enough, a plus 10 Luthier with his base kit can kill a Brave Dimitri. His native guard stuffs Dimitri's noontime, or whatever method of healing the player is equipped, and a speed-invested Luthier will double and successfully put him away. If we put the life and death build on him, he still kills, but Luthier almost loses, meaning his super outdated base kit actually performs better than the build I have considered optimal, which might say more about this video than it does builds. Anyway, here's the tier list. That's all the green mages I could think of, so let me know if I missed anyone. I might do a follow-up exploring free axes and green bows, but I've got to go because I've got a luthier to build. Anyways, here's some Berkut copium. And no, I will not be attempting a showcase because I don't know if this build is realistic at all. All I know is that there's no time and your sword is enough. Squadala.